If my calculations are correct, Wanwen Bookhouse is due to the batch new releases today. Might we add a small detour to our adventure? Body and mind.
Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Everybody's already here! Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some—
But we're not—
I proposed that the—
Nah, there won't be any.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here.
Everything looks...
Wow. Whoa. The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be seen as a...
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure has a way with...
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck...
That's how I remember it.
It's luck that brought us together. And it was luck that led us... Moreover, judging...
Yeah. Everyone gave it. It was almost like everyone played their part. So, would you say we're good actors too? It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return.
Yes, even after being— Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you...
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah. What's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali. If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised.
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali...
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have...
I respect our deity's decision. While we're on this topic...
Are you trying to say that I'm...
Not...
Why? Because... But seriously...
I did have my own motive, but it had... If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long...
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's...
Precisely.
Wait, so that's the only reason why you joined us?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite...
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already...
That's right.
Will you be happy with...
It's not about being happy.
Even so, keep your spirit...
Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. No. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel that happiness is an... I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
My lady, the...
Yes, I also... What an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else is...
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, less of that polite
The atmosphere here is good. And everything is delicious. Yeah. I don't often come to such places. But it feels... I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around.
There... Well, how is it? It's the first time I've... You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think of... I can't explain... Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wait, of course. Just... It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. The connection between us is amazing. It's like... I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events. Although you've already helped me with a lot. Please say thank you to everyone for me. But if I just show up all of a sudden, what if I end up scaring... Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was was just about... It's me. Huh?
Hold up, what's...
Didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar.
No, of course not. Are you... Hello, Nilu. You know who I am? Yes. I already know every one of you. Nilu?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the Traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of without any of you. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. And please, allow me to present to you...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much.
Dinyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being...
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always...
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble.
I'm honored to have been able to... Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. All right, since she should be in the act...
Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind.
Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. So are we. Is there anything you want? After recent event, I've given it, but this is definitely Akasha's central. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, and as for the future of Sumeru, the former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than the other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated. I've already taken some measures to address this. You mean, what happened? You guessed correctly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number... However, in spite of the bad situation, I'm sure you remember the entity that changed. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and as the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge. He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, don't worry. I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. His future will be... Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine? As far as I know...
Does their Archon personally...
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra are... However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about... As Archon, she's still... Anyway, let's just... Are you sure?
Huh?
About your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat?
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have it. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
But nothing about this makes any sense!
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling, after the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately, and whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else?
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What's a Descender? Paimon's never...
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis. A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External being Traveler, you are Teyvat's 4th Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler, and his sister isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call... As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take...
Paimon's head's about to burst from...
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered... There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need... And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't... If fate is the ultimate knowledge,
Then I'm sure glad we got. The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me...
Time to act. Body and mind. Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor.
Why is that shipment of spices still not here? That's enough work for today. How can some people be so...
Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's...
Who's asking?
You bet I do. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's... So, what
He just...
What? So the...
Yeah, exactly. Really, he got me good. Of course, here...
Come on, Hiya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. From what he wrote, or maybe... yeah, the letter says that he... Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
Bringing top-to-bottom reform to our country. All smugglers are rotten to the core.
Time to act. Body and mind.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir.
Oh? Well then, just the...
Kaya, you're really here. Paimon
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my...
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. Sumeru's spy... That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to...
And?
So far, so good. I'm already in talk...
Yeah, that does...
Well, let's not get ahead...
Hey! Using your job to...
Oh? What makes you... Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though.
And?
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, it was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have... Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Conria. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of... But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt, as well as ensuring that I'd be safely cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, these days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your...
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though
I'm surprised that you take me...
Well, perhaps what you told me... You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever.
Kaya?
Hey, hold on now. So what if I know my ancestry? Relax. I'll be Either way, looks like we're out of time. See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane?
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me. But can a person truly be unaffected? Well, I suspect that they call your sister...
Oh, so if she was the
I mean to investigate...
Yeah, the Abyss Order's...
Not new. Not exactly. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back...
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way...
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe...
No. No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink.
Seriously?
Wait.
What about it?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be... It's an extinguished bonfire. Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit.
Nothing else stands out in this area.
Wait, we're just...
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this.
If you say... Huh. So there really isn't anyone home. This bed looks pretty ordinary. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so... There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. What? Huh? This is, it's broken too. Was this a makeup box? Hey, look! It's a...
Can't you smell it?
Oh, so it's a medicine book? Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place?
My memories are quite foggy, but we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly.
Noises?
It's not much.
Monsters? Wow! Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose! He's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although, for someone who's as full of surprise as this Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters! Boba, get them!
No, my sword!
I doubt that the appearance of those... A ley line anomaly... Okay.
What? You're going...
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. Not to mention that if even forest rain...
Fair enough. Good thing there's a bonfire over there. Let's make... cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no changing the subject. So... Don't take... Oh, you stop it! The... star? Wow. Yeah, but we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles! And you too, Teyvat! You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon, oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon, just nighty-night.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. Tear stain. All right. Rest here a bit longer then.
Halt! What? This place is not whatever your companion. What business is that of yours? Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting? I've been still. I'm warning you. No. Okay. Fine. What? You... Oh, go... But no overreacting to anything you see in... Come on, then. Mind your own. How could he be? He was... So don't you lay a finger on him. Just... Huh? You... No, Conria. Who are you? Exactly? Do you worship a god, traveler? Sound... Oh, I apologize. And all who place faith... That may... This... Wretch, the curse. We lost our home. All we can do is watch helplessly. Because, although Conria, any who forsook when the cataclysm, but those whose ancestry, he is Caribert. I was then Caribert. After all that, I always owed him much. She was. And now, if nothing else... Yes! Over here. I'm sure you're... Well, one which will help him to recover his... I do not, but it is said, I believe that it might just... In my youth, the gods have already... Never mind. As it happens, my hands don't have the dexterity they once did. Okay. Also, do you have any, of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? Oh, what? This is the...